My wife had told me the story when she went to Santa Rita High School that she would go to McDonald's every single morning, and as long as she bought the teacher food, the teacher would be okay with her showing up late to class. Well, she also occasionally would drive the teacher over there, and they would all go together, and they would go to McDonald's and go through the drive-thru. Mine was even crazier. I wrestled in high school, and Coach Gervais was our coach. The guy was awesome. He was like one of the best. We won state championships a couple times.
Okay.
Well, Coach Gervais used to take us to Riley's Daughter, which was a bar just down the street from where Marist High School was. And every now and again, we would have a beer with him. He would actually.
No way. He would buy for you guys?
He wouldn't necessarily buy. I think we bought, or some of the kids, parents probably bought on their money, but we would buy him a beer and we would have one with him. We'd raise a glass after practice.
That's crazy.
Which is amazing as a high school senior. Could you imagine if your kid comes home from school and says, hey, I just went out and had some beers with, Mr. Brown, or whatever it would be. Reddit has some funny things on this one. The thread is, what's something that a school teacher did to you that would not fly today? 6th grade teacher, Miss Sullivan, would take 3 kids every single day out of the lunchroom and would take them to the McDonald's for lunch. She was really cool. She even smoked in the car while we were driving.
What?
I had a teacher do that.
What?
Mm-hmm. You could earn it. So we had like Goonie Bucks, where if you were good or if you participated when other students weren't, you would earn these little dollar bills or whatever, and then you could exchange them for prizes. And one of them was have the teacher take you to McDonald's.
Did your parents know?
Yeah. They had to sign it to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's another one. An English teacher in high school used to cuss at us all the time for being noisy, and then would throw the blackboard erasers at us. I had welts on my body from that.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
One of my history teachers tied me to a desk because I wouldn't stop getting up from my chair. We had nuns, by the way, that used to do that. We had nuns that literally, when I went to school, that would get so upset with you for fidgeting your leg that they would tie them to the legs of the chair. Because you would sit there. I would always bounce my leg like I do all the time. I got that nervous habit of doing that.
I had a teacher that told me if I didn't stop touching my hair that she would cut it all off.
oh my God.
This is crazy.
You know what I think about too is a lot of my teachers were just big huggers. They were always hugging us or kissing the top of our heads, and I loved that. I had some teachers that I just loved. I don't think you can really even
touch a kid.
You can't hug a kid now, can you?
I don't know. I think I'd be careful.
No, you have to be able to.
I don't know.
If a first grader is crying, you're not just gonna look at him.
I hope so.
Look at
Eighth grade coach Mr. Von Wagner. Listen to that name. Mr. Von Wagner would whip us with his whistle cord. And then 4th grade Miss Hardy was at least 400 pounds, and she would sit on us in class.
No, they did not.
No. No. Are you making that up?
No, it's weird. This is a Reddit. This is a Reddit thread.
No.
So this is a funny one. I coached basketball, and I coached for my favorite story is my buddy Paul Clem's kid, Nico. And he remembers telling Nico, he's like, hey, so how was practice today? He's like, oh, it was great. I love my coach. He goes, oh, really? What do you love about your coach? And he would say, he would swear at us.
Yeah, that was a banger. Man, our coach. So immediately when I hear you talk
Nico, he's like, hey, so how was practice today? He's like, oh, it was great. I love my coach. He goes, oh, really? What do you love about your coach? And he would say, he would swear at us. That was what he loved.
Man, so immediately when I hear you talk about this, everything in my mind leads me to disciplinary actions.
Yeah.
And I don't want to go that far, but there was paddling involved with the basketball coach.
Oh, really?
But we used to do this thing called light 'em up, where if you drop the ball so many times in practice or in a game, he would have you stand in the center. The entire team would be in a circle, and we would have to throw the ball at you as hard as we could.
Oh, my God. It's like dodgeball?
Bro, and you would have to keep that shit. Shout out Mr. Sheard.
Oh, my
Sheard.
God.
He a pastor now.
No.
Real.
God bless him.
Jesus.
Palmer.
Yes, good morning.
Hi, Palmer.
Morning.
What is something that a teacher did with you or you did with a teacher that would not fly today?
Well, let me just say, first time, long time.
Hey, Palmer's on the phone.
And I love your name, by the way.
50-50.
Thank you. So we had a teacher in high school, and he would give us his Red Wings tickets for us to use as seniors. He was just a little bit older than us, but he would always have us text or call his cell phone when we were at the game. So
Really? Why did he have you call for it? Just to make sure that you guys went to the game?
Yeah, we went to the game and that we were having a good time, but I don't know how appropriate that would be these days.
But he's not going with you, though, right?
But it's so
No, he didn't go with us, but he would give us his Red Wings ticket.
I think
How
that's
did he
sweet, though.
How
That's
did he
nice.
choose you, though?
I think we were kind of his favorites. He was just, like I said, a little bit older than us, and there may have been a little flirting going on there, but
Oh,
yeah.
I was
okay.
gonna say when you said a little bit older, I was like, "You're close in age, aren't you?" He was right out of college.
Call me when you get to the game.
He was right out of college, and he was really good looking too.
He never, but he never did anything other than that.
No,
Okay,
no, he did not.
Because I was gonna say, you hear these stories all the time of like the right out of college teacher, and then next thing you know, it's like you end up meeting them for when you get into college, and you think, oh, something definitely had to happen in high school. What's up, Austin?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, what's going on? What happened to you?
So I had a teacher in high school. He was our science teacher, and he used to take yardsticks, like the really big rulers.
Yeah.
And we had this kid that would sleep all the time. Well, one day he got frustrated and broke this yardstick over the kid's desk and yelled at him so loud that he cried and left the room.
Oh, geez. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Been there.
Wow. And but he didn't hit him. He just hit the table.
Yeah, he would just hit the table and stuff.
Yeah,
Wow.
but still.
Yeah, never
I
hit
don't think
the
you can do that.
Could you imagine if you went home and told your parents nowadays that guy'd be locked
My
up?
butt would be so fast to that school. Let's talk to
Actually,
that teacher.
It's funny. My dad would say, well, what did you do? Like my dad would not. My dad, if I came home and said, a teacher hit me with a yardstick, he'd go, okay, and what'd you do? Like, never, ever would.
You were
know.
never given the benefit of the
No.
doubt.
Randy, what's going on?
Hello. Yeah, I just wanted to let you know when I was in high school, my computer teacher, he would buy me cigarettes, and I was only 17, and then he would let me drive his Hummer H2 to Wendy's every day for lunch, and I didn't have a driver's license or nothing.
What? Oh my God! What? You just had to get him Wendy's, or what was the deal? Why was he so nice to you?
Yeah, I would go pick us up both Wendy's for lunch every day.
What'd you order?
And,
What'd you get at Wendy's?
I'm sure he
was
still
only
remembers.
3 blocks away from the school.
Yeah.
Okay.
What'd you get at Wendy's? What was your order?
I usually would just eat nuggets, fry, and a sandwich or something.
They got the best nuggets.
They do.
That's so good. What did he get? What do you remember? What he got?
Also, I just wanted to say I'm a first-time caller.
Oh, okay.
Randy's on the phone.
Thanks, Randy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sheila, hi. What did the teacher do?
It wasn't a teacher. It was actually a counselor slash assistant principal.
Yeah.
He would walk down the hallway in between classes and snap the girls' bras.
That's assault.
Talking about,
Oh.
Can you imagine that today?
No.
Where's-
I can't imagine. Yeah.
Where's
That's
Chris
amazing.
Yeah, where is Chris Hansen? Come
He's
back.
here. He lives here in town. I saw him
he
not that
doesn't.
long ago. Yes.
Shut up. Bring
I-
it
I
back.
swear to
We need
God.
him.
Did you bring condoms?
He does not leave you.
What happened to him? Why did that
He-
show stop?
Somebody.
There was a
took their own
scandal,
life.
right?
Somebody took their own life. because of
Okay.
the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
He's made some money in his life. What's going on, Macy? You there?
Yeah, hi.
Hi. What did your teacher do?
So, first of all, first time, long
Hey
time.
there.
Macy's on the phone.
So, second grade, my teacher always did very important students. And when you were the special kid, you got to do all the fun stuff in class. But she would also take you out for pizza at the local pizza joint by putting us in her car, driving us to the local pizza joint for dinner, and then bringing us back home.
Wow. Yeah. Would you see a parent allowing that to happen nowadays? Or
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
or would a teacher ever be, that open to do that? Like I think a teacher now would just be worried about getting sued if they got in an accident or something. What's up, Kevin?
Hey, what's up, Mojo?
How you doing, buddy?
I am just fantastic. So I don't know how they got away with this, but when I was in first grade to fifth grade, our music teacher gave us birthday spankings.
Yeah, you
They-
can't do that.
There's no way
did
there's
that.
no way they could get away with that nowadays.
No way.
I forgot that my principal did that.
They
What?
teach you about good touch,
Yeah.
bad touch, and then they do birthday spankings.
Yeah, and my birthday was in July, so I was getting spankings for literally no reason.
Oh, that's classic. Steve, what's up? It's Mojo in the morning. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
Good. We're talking about things that your teachers would do with you back in the day that would never fly nowadays.
Yeah, so I was going to high school in suburban Chicago. I was a choir kid, and one year my male choir teacher took me to the symphony alone. Like, he picked me up in my house at his BS. Chicago, we went to the symphony, and then he brought me back home.
Same day, so there was no hotel stay or anything.
But still, like, now...
No, I agree, still.
Wait.
I was like, I asked my parents, why did you think that was a good idea?
What did they say?
They're like, we thought you needed some culture. You know?
That's amazing. Oh, my God. Tarek, hi. What did your teacher do?
Hey, so she used to babysit me. She would take me home and babysit me. But the weird thing was she would give me a bath and she would get in the tub with me.
How old are you? No, you are making that up, Tarek.
I kid you not.
How old were you?
8 years old.
I want to call your parents.
Did you tell your parents?
I did eventually, but they didn't say nothing about it.
Oh,
they were just like,
oh, my God.
all right.
In the bathtub.
I just couldn't believe it.
What kind of parents did we have? Beth, are you there?
Good morning.
Good
First time, long
Hey
time.
there. Beth's on the boat. Beth, what did your teachers do?
I had a 7th grade science teacher in Virginia Beach that made us eat a milk bone dog biscuit with molasses on it as part of our grade. People food.
That's not
Oh,
right.
my God.
That's not right.
Random.
And did you do it?
No, I just asked.
Yeah, you passed on that one. Good for you. You were the smart ones. It's like maybe that was their test to see who was the smart ones and who weren't the smart ones. And then last but not least, V, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hi, V. Your voice disguised. What did your teacher do?
Well, he lived across our high school, and on his first day of
Say, hold on, your phone's a little crappy. Give it 1 second. Go ahead, say it again.
all right, so he lived across.
You know what? I don't think your phone's going to work on this one. Are you on Bluetooth or something? Can you pick up a handheld? Get a bed.
No, I just no service. You know how it is with AT&T.
There you go. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay,
It's
now
better.
you can say it.
All right, awesome. So our teacher lived across the street. He had a vending machine on his porch. There was Coke branded, but then when you put the money in and hit the button, it actually dispensed beer.
Really?
Oh.
Your teacher had and would you guys drink out of it?
Well, that was a senior gift, yeah.
So when you're a senior, you got to get beer out of his vending machines.
Yeah, you could leave the property for lunch. So we all stopped by before we went out on our way.
That seems like less of the teacher's fault and more of theft on your part.
No, but you know what's funny though about that is if I was the kid that got to take baths with the teacher, I'd be pissed that I didn't get the vending machine. It's like, what's all that about? And then last, I gotta do one more. Kathy, what did your teacher do that wouldn't fly today?
What wouldn't fly today? I went to a Catholic school, and I had Sister Catherine in first grade, and we would all line up to leave every day, and she would kiss us all on the lips as we left.
Oh, my God.
Every one of us.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, hey, and it's about time. First-time caller.
Yes! Kathy's on the phone! Fuck her up, Kathy!
Fuck her up.
I can't tell you how many times in my life I have called this number and never got through.
Oh, you got through. You're in. Congrats.
Yeah. I'm a somebody now.
You are.
Back to school traffic, because construction traffic doesn't suck enough.
This is Mojo in the morning.
All right, we're uninterrupted. We're broadcasting on Mojo in the morning, iHeartRadio, SNX, KISS channel, and then we're also on social right now on Facebook and
Facebook Live and YouTube.
check out both of those. We got to get more YouTube followers, so make sure you tell everybody about our YouTube. And by the way, you can go there and see more long form stuff that we do. So go check it out. See War of the Roses, and of course, get to watch the show and past shows that we've done. All right, it's Mojo in the Morning Show. Meaghan wants to take a moment here for a second to tell a story. Your dad yesterday was so touching when he came on the air, and you told the story about your dad and how he surprised you and went to work with you over the weekend.
Yeah.
That was such a cool thing. But what's going on?
Could not believe that I got so emotional yesterday about that. Sorry. Learned quickly after the show that he did not deserve that praise and attention because he's the worst. I just wanted to say, like, there's very few things I regret about this career choice. And I would say there's 2 things I regret. Number 1 was using my real name, my real first and last name. But I think the only thing that I regret more than that is using my dad's real first and last name. Because there's one thing for me to choose to give up my privacy for this job, and another where he did not ask for this. And I dragged him into it without even asking if it was okay, and I used his name. I am so grateful. There's nobody who values privacy more than my brother. And we talk about him, but, like, most people don't know his name. And he prefers it that way. I don't think he would be upset if I said his name, but he likes that people don't walk up to him in public and greet him by name. He thinks that's weird. My dad, on the other hand, thank God, does not think it's weird. But I was on the phone pretty much all day with him yesterday, and he was the best dad ever. I was stuck in Toledo all day yesterday. I was sitting at the pharmacy for 2 hours. It was taking a very, very long time. And he was like, you know what? Add me to the account so I can pick it up and go home. And he stayed on the phone with me while he went to the pharmacy, picked everything up. And what this listener doesn't know is while he was standing there, he had his AirPods in while he was waiting at the counter. And one of our great listeners, walked up to him and was just so overwhelmingly kind. Greeted him by name, said that she loved the show and what a great job he was doing as a dad. And I think we really put ourselves in a very vulnerable position just on a daily basis, coming out here and being really honest with everybody. But to drag our families into it and have you show them nothing but kindness, I just really wanted to tell our listeners thank you.
Oh, that's
we have really, really great listeners who really respect our loved ones.
Well, I think your dad, by your telling that story yesterday and all the stories you tell about him and how great of a dad he is, I think the guy's like superhero dad.
Oh, for sure.
Because after yesterday, in you talking about how your dad completely surprised you were having a rough time, you had a long weekend working, him just to show up and be waiting for you out in front of your apartment to go to work with you.
He's the best.
I could not imagine, by the way, me ever doing that for my kid. No, I'm just joking. No, but I honestly could not imagine how amazing that must have made you feel, and I know you showed it yesterday. But he's a legend. The guy's a legend, Scott Mick.
He is. I think we are amongst each other very grateful for the people who choose to spend their mornings with us. Yeah. And I don't know if we voice it enough. And I just wanted to say,
by the way,
thanks.
Do you think he now, because you do call him by his name, when he makes reservations at the Dirty Bird or whatever, like, do you think your dad gets put to the top of the list? Oh, yes.
I literally don't know if he gets put to the top of the list because of me or because he goes there all of the time.
Who do you think gets a better table in Toledo, him or Scott Sands?
Oh.
Does Scott Mick or Scott Sands get better treatment at tables?
Scott Mick for sure.
What's going on? Joey, what's happening?
No, not much. I just wanted to say that was a great Meaghan minute and glad to have him back.
Oh, you know what? That was an official Meaghan minute because that was a minute of her just opening up.
It didn't feel aggressive enough. Should I try? I'm really thankful to all of our listeners for just being so kind.
We can have good minutes. We can actually have positive minutes. That's cool, Joey.
That's a better Meaghan minute.
That was a good one. By the way, do me a favor. You see Scott Mick out on the streets, give him a tongue kiss. He loves that.
But not her brother. It took me everything not to say his name. I wanted to be an a-hole. I was just going to say it. But I was like, no, let me chill.
Truly, you can say it. But when I'm out.
Jump.
When I'm out with all three of them.
Real quick. I'm sorry. I want to grab this real quick. This is breaking. Who is this?
Hi, this is Hannah.
Hi, Hannah. Who are you, Hannah?
I'm from Toledo, and I talked to Meaghan's dad yesterday while we were waiting in the pharmacy for our prescription.
It was you that she's talking about.
You are the sweetest human being in the entire world. I have never heard anybody approach my dad, obviously, when I wasn't there, And you
And I was like,
so
I know his face. Do I say something? Do I ask him? I didn't want to bug him because I knew he was talking to someone. He had his shiny shoes on, black shoes. I'm like, I know you. I have to say hi. And
That's
I did.
incredible. That's great.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You know what cracked me up? He's like, I said, excuse me, sir, are you Megan's dad? He's like, yes. Why? She owes you money? I'm like, oh, my God, no.
Is that not a Scott
No, we love Megan. And the pharmacy was busy. I'm just like, oh, what a nice dad.
That is so great.
Can I tell you, I heard the whole conversation, and I kept telling him, I was like, tell her I said thank you. Tell her this is so sweet. And he'd be like, she's such a disappointment as a daughter. I don't know why you like her. And I'm like, that's not what I said.
I said, no, you're just being nice because she's being lazy picking up her happy pills.
Thanks, Hannah. We love you. Take care.
WKQI Detroit, WSNX Muskegon, Grand Rapids, WVKS Toledo. This is Mojo in the Morning.
Oh, Mojo, he's amazing.
Live. Mojo.
30. 20.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition sequence start.
Let me take y'all back to the beginning.
This is it.
All right, are you ready?
You're listening to Mojo in the Morning.
You're a doo-doo head.
Let's go.
It's Mojo in the Morning Show. War of the Roses tomorrow. Make sure that you're listening tomorrow, 7 and 9 o'clock. Coming up this hour, though, second date update in probably about, I don't know, less than 15 minutes. Why are you getting ghosted? We're going to find out. And then 5 lies to tell your mom. You'll hear that just after 9 o'clock. Contest that I got to plug. We have a chance for you to go see the Lions home opener against the Rams.
Yeah, Sunday.
Former Lion Matthew Stafford wants revenge on the Lions. He's not going to get it this Sunday when we kick off our season. And our friends over at Zotford and Papa Romanos have a chance for you to win a StubHub gift card to go buy yourself some tickets. We will have that for you coming up this week on the show. We have another Cash for Your Class this hour. And then we've got, you know what? We got a trip to Florida right now. Florida. You want to go to Florida? 844-MOJO Live. 844-665-6548 is our telephone number. Be the 95th caller, and you get qualified for a trip to Florida, courtesy of Visit Florida. The prize that we'll give you as your qualifying prize is a $50 cash card, and then you'll qualify for and you can start calling now, 95th caller, 844-MOJO Live. You will get qualified to win a trip for 2. It's a 3-day trip to Fort Myers, Florida, where you'll stay at the Luminary Hotel and Company. I'm guessing that's company, right? Because it's Luminary Hotel and Co. C-O.
Yeah.
Included in this is your airfare, your hotel accommodations, a rental car, food and drinks, and then a sunset cruise that you'll take on one of your days that you're there, courtesy of Visit Florida. If you've not been to Florida in a while, check out Visit Florida for some great ideas and great destinations to go to. Fort Myers, by the way. I have a lot of my Notre Dame prep family friends that go to Fort Myers all the time, and that's their destination for like February break and spring breaks. That's a great place.
Yeah,
that side beautiful. I say this, we go to Tampa all the time because of Joey is down there. The white sandy beaches are better to me, and I'm going to piss off some people because I know there's some people that are West Coasters, than dealing with all the New York a-holes on the other side of the
is that a thing?
The estate. Oh my God. I don't know how any of our friends go down to like Boca and stuff like that. It's like the crazies from New York. Oh, Jesus. Never happy about anything. It's like, you guys are in Florida, for Christ's sake. How can you not be smiling and happy? The weather's gorgeous outside. You're sitting there complaining about everything.
When we going to Tampa?
You tell me. By the way, Visit Florida is actually sending us. Did you guys know that?
No.
Visit Florida is sending us. We got something planned, I think, in the works.
For real?
Yeah.
Wait, us in this room?
I think the show's. I think the
Wait,
show's going. We're going on a Visit Florida trip with listeners. Yeah, this upcoming winter.
I can confirm.
Yes.
Wait, everyone give me the date.
I love when I learn things on the show.
It's coming up. I think we did talk about it in a meeting before, but I just don't think we actually came up with a date.
So many this summer. I feel so.
And then Bianca from the show, who's KP's assistant, is going to Disney this weekend.
I think tomorrow, isn't she?
Yeah, we're going to be broadcasting from Disney
She's
with Bianca.
so excited.
Yeah, she leaves tomorrow with the Joe show.
Yeah.
KP got an assistant.
I'm stuck on the assistant part.
Joe,
When did I
Ashley,
get
and
an
Jed.
assistant?
Well, she helps you when you take time off and stuff. And she's a part of
Bianca's
the
my
show.
bestie girl.
Justin, are you there, Justin?
Yeah, I'm here.
I got to get the official music here. I cannot allow this to go without the official winner bed that I usually play. Here we go.
Your call may be monitored or recorded.
Justin's a winner. Congratulations, Justin. Hey, congrats to you, buddy. We're going to right now get you qualified for that trip that I was just talking about to Fort Myers. You got a $50 cash card. Have you ever been to Florida?
No.
Oh my God, you're gonna love it. You may not come back. That's the only problem with Visit Florida is that we get so many people that go down there and then they all of a sudden never want to be anywhere else again. So
It's my lucky day. I'm going to win because it's my daughter's birthday today.
Is it really?
Happy birthday to her.
What's her name?
Nevaeh.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Nevaeh.
Here's what we got to do. We got to get you a vacation so that you can not only celebrate that birthday with her, but you guys can get some sunshine. It's a trip for two down to Fort Myers. Congratulations. Hang on the phone and we'll get you set up, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, don't go anywhere.
The guy you were dating was fun until the hookup. Now he's ghosting you? What happened? Find out during Second Date Update at 8:20 on Mojo in the Morning.
All right, it's Mojo in the Morning. So, Kev, you were working out in the apartment complex gym yesterday. You got to tell the story.
Trying to get a body or whatever. Nothing to see over here. So I'm working out, been consistently going, and I'm in. So in
Hold
our.
on.
Thank you.
Got to get applause on that
I
one.
thought you were going to play that. Oh, good thing.
He's being nice right now. He's being nice. That may come later. So I'm in there, and I'm on the treadmill. Get my little incline on 10, work my speed.
You are not on 10.
I promise you I am.
Take a picture next time.
Gotta
for
be
sure,
on 10.
For sure. Or what are you doing? Where are you doing it? You know?
Gotta
Right.
have
You're
that
not gonna be
incline
on
to get
10.
that gap.
310,
I'm not doing it for the gap. I hope that ain't what's happening.
310-60.
What's that?
Yes.
3 miles an hour, 10% incline, 60 minutes. Wow.
Or
I'm
30
not doing
minutes.
60.
We'll
I'm
do just fine.
I'm chilling on 30.
How many minutes
I'm
we
not
doing?
going Meaghan hard. I'm going Kevin hard.
It's walking.
I'm on 30 minutes, bro. That's where I'm at. So I'm in there, right? And you can, it's in a place where almost as I'm thinking about it right now, I think of how Shannon describes her home. It's like a fishbowl. So there is nothing but glass that allows any and everyone who walks by to see everything that you're doing. Also, I wanted to kind of speed up the weight gain or the weight loss. So on Amazon, I bought I call it a fat suit. So it's like one of those like jackets that has like it looked like foil on the inside, like a sauna jacket.
suit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Kim
And-
Kardashian uses one of those.
Okay. No guy came to mind? You just had to just say Kim Kardashian?
Well, she talks about it.
So I got my Kim Kardashian jacket on, and I didn't buy one that probably was the size I should have bought. I bought like a smaller one, thinking if it's tighter, then it'll get hotter faster, and I lose more weight. So it doesn't look good on me. So I'm in there, right? Incline on 10. At this point, I'm probably 20 minutes in, so I'm drenched in sweat. And the leasing agent is walking a prospective buyer through. It is a couple, a guy and a girl walking by. And you know how sometimes you have those moments with your partner or even your best friend where you can just look at each other and say 1,000 words without saying anything. And they walked past my fat ass, sweating the hell, incline on 10, about 15 minutes in. The leasing agent stops them directly in front of the window where I see them, they see me. I'm huffing and puffing. I'm leaning over. I'm not even in an upright position. I'm dead at this point. They look at each other, and at that moment, I know that they weren't going to sign the lease. They looked at each other and was like, let's get the hell out of here.
We ain't living in this neighborhood?
We ain't living with this dude working out in here. I think I cost the sale.
You think so? You think that
I think I'm the reason why they won't sign the lease. They looked at each other, and it was one of those looks where I know for sure when they got outside, they bust out laughing and felt comfortable talking crazy.
Now, that would be a crazy reason why they wouldn't want to lease the apartment, but I want to know what is the crazier reason than that of why you didn't either buy the house or lease the apartment or rent the place. 844 Mojo Live, 844-665-6548. What was it that made you say, I ain't leasing this thing? Like, is there something, that made you say, I'm not doing this? Because I guarantee you that there's some listeners out there that have even crazier ones where people have gone to look at it. I remember we looked at a house one time. It was going to be our second house that we were going to live in. And I remember we walked into the house and the place literally had no windows. This is no joke.
What?
It had like, they had blacked out the windows to a point where you could not see in or could not see out.
What?
And it would need all the windows to be replaced on the thing. The people that lived there must have been like killing things or something, because it was one of those things where all the windows were covered with like this stuff that made it so dark inside of the place. And we walked into the place. I'm like, holy crap, this is going to require a lot. And at that point, it was like we had no money to even get the house, let alone try to get it. Kev, you're a sellable point of that apartment complex.
I'd like to think so.
Also, where was our picture of you in this suit yesterday?
Yeah. I'll take one today when I go back.
Oh, you're going to work out 2 days in a row.
I'm going, look, in my mind, it's only 30 minutes on the tread. Then I hit a little weights here and there, but we in self-improvement phase.
What are you doing, man? What are you preparing for? What do you got going on?
Just preparing for a better me, for real. I've been reading more lately for agreements, sitting on my spirit. It's time out. Get off your ass and be great.
What do you think is more discouraging to see in an apartment community that Kev lives in? Kev on a treadmill in his Kim Kardashian suit, or the guy with the hot tub in his garage? Ooh. Which guy? Which one? Or Kev in the hot tub with the guy in the garage? Maybe both. What's going on, Amy? You there?
Hey, yeah.
What's happening? How are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Fantastic, Amy. What was it that kept you from buying or renting?
Well, I had just turned 21. I wanted to move out, so my mom came with me. We went to go see this apartment. We went to the one, bedroom, and you could hear somebody next door yelling, "The power of Christ compels you."
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Something to exit the person's body. I'm like, yeah, me and my mom looked at each other. We're like, yeah, no, let's get out of here.
Listen, nobody else was there. But if the walls were that thin, they didn't want a neighbor.
Yeah.
They stepbrothered you.
Kim, what's up? Hi.
Hi. So I have a comment. We were trying to sell our house, and a lady walked in, and she's like, "Do you guys have problems with kids in the neighborhood?" We're like, "No, everything is good." We look out the bedroom window, and the little kid was pissing in the driveway. She didn't buy the house.
It's like right on cue. That's great. What's up? Let's go to Tina. You there, Tina?
Yes.
Hi, Tina. Tina, was this a house you were buying or renting?
It was an apartment I was renting in Chicago.
Okay, and what made you not want to do it?
I was walking through the apartment, checking everything out, and I opened up a storage closet, and there was a framed photo shrine to John Benet Ramsey.
Oh, my gosh.
That's kind of crazy.
Oh, my God. It was so creepy.
What did you ask? Like, what's this all about, or no?
No, I was with an agent that was showing me a bunch of different apartments, so they didn't know anything about it. It was weird.
Wow, that's crazy. Oh man, it's funny you talk about like a shrine. We went and looked at a house one time, Chelsea and I did, that was in West Bloomfield, and the guy had a statue that was literally him. That was selling. The guy who was selling the house had a statue in front of the house. That at first I looked at it and I said, "Oh, that looks like the guy from, remember the old guy from the Dunkin' Donuts commercials?
Oh, time to make the donut.
Yeah, with the mustache.
Yeah.
It looked like that, and I'm like, oh, he's got the time to make the donuts guy there. Then we walked inside, saw pictures of this guy and his wife and kids, and it was the guy. He had a statue of himself that was in front of the house. Natalie, what's up?
Not much. How are you guys?
We're good. What's going on? What was it that made you not want to rent or buy?
So we were looking at a house to rent in West Willow area, and we did the walkthrough, and I went in the bathroom to check out, size and whatnot, and I just happened to look in the toilet, and there was a ball of worms squiggling around in the toilet.
Wait, why?
I immediately just walked out of the house. I was like, nope, we're done with this one.
What was that all? Would they not clean up after themselves or something, and they came up from the sewer? Or?
they might have came up from the sewer. I have no idea, but I didn't want to deal with that ever. So
That's like crazy. Oh, my
it was
God.
way too gross.
Wow. Kevin, listeners are texting you, wanting to know what would make you think that these people wouldn't want to live by you.
I don't know, bro. It might have been the sweat dripping off me, or how tight my Kim Kardashian jacket was.
Maybe they were turned on. They were turned on by the.
They didn't look like they were.
Jessica, what's up, Jessica?
Oh, hey guys. Good morning.
Good morning. What's going on?
Oh, I had just texted in that my landlord, he wanted a $10 deposit for us to move in. It was $500 in rent, but he wanted $10 because he had a coke habit.
And he said that to you? Just freely gave you that
No,
info?
he didn't say it. He didn't say it, but he was literally in the apartment showing us, doing the sniffles, like, you know, the biting down on his jaw type thing.
Oh,
Like,
jeez.
It was very clear.
So he wanted a $10 deposit on you just walking around, or that was just the deposit for the place?
That was the deposit for the place. We could have moved in right then and there if we gave him $10.
He just needed a quick, what do they call it? A bump or something like that?
Yeah, a quick fix is what I call
what is it called? Something candy? What is that? Nose candy?
Booger sugar.
Booger sugar? $10 seems like it would be cheap. Where's
Yeah, I'm not
how's this
snorting
guy
that.
getting his stuff?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, I live in Toledo, so that says a lot.
Oh.
Sorry, Megan, I love you.
Sorry, Megan.
I am so sick of the constant Toledo slander I have heard for the past 2 weeks.
Kind of truth. Kind
No,
of
it's
truth.
not kind of true.
What's up, Justin? How you doing?
Cocaine.
Good. So I got to say, first-time caller.
Justin's on the phone.
What's happening?
So I cost a sale talking on my Ring camera.
Oh, jeez.
I was selling my house, and this guy walked up coughing, and I said, "Oh, I think he has COVID," and they heard me.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. What did the guy do when he heard you say that? Did he talk back to you? Did he talk to the Ring camera?
I don't know. I got too embarrassed, dropped my phone, and walked away from out of the room.
Where were you at the time? Were you in your car or something? Or
Yeah, we would park down the street when we knew a listing was coming.
Yeah.
So I was like a few houses away, just watching people walk in and out of my house.
Nowadays, with these Ring cameras and all kinds of everybody having them, I think when you're going through any kind of homes, you just got to assume that they're listening in on what's going on.
That happened to us when we were looking for a home for my mom. I didn't realize that they were listening, and it was the home of somebody that was like a friend of a friend, also unbeknownst to me, and they were commenting on the stuff that we were saying and wearing as we walked through the house.
What I do is I would walk through and I would sit there and go, God, think of the sex we're going to have in this room. It's going to be the most amazing ever. Or you look at their pictures and you go, they actually framed that? That looks horrible.
That's crazy.
Just have some fun. All right, it's Mojo in the morning.
I want Shannon's Dirty coming up in less than 30. Give it to Mojo in the morning.
Mojo in the morning, we're going to get you into our rooftop party. We're going to do another round of that at about 9 o'clock this morning. So we did an earlier one at 7. We'll do another one at 9. The rooftop party is this Friday at the Godfrey in downtown Detroit. Find out all the details right now when you go and check us out. You can Instagram right at the front. We got it pinned to the front. Or Facebook, it's right there.
It's the second date update on Mojo in the morning.
All right, second date update. Why are you not getting a call back? We're going to find out this morning. Riley is on with us right now. Riley, you're getting ghosted?
Hi. Yes, I am.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
We're doing okay. Why would anybody ghost you, Riley? You sound like a very nice person.
So I met him through Rover, the pet app.
What's that?
Yeah,
I don't know what that is.
You can use it to get sitters for your pets.
Oh, like
So it's kind of
dog walkers or people to watch your dogs?
Exactly.
Okay. And how did you guys meet over that?
Yeah, so I'm not from here, so I leave like once a month to see family, and he's watched my dog 2 times now.
Okay.
And I could tell there was a flirty vibe. So we went out one time. We just got lunch. And there was so much chemistry. It went so good. But this was like 3 weeks ago after he watched my dog again. And now he won't answer my texts about watching my dog anymore, or even just casual texts about hanging out.
Wow. So you guys met through this app. He was your
Yeah.
dog. So you're not only getting ghosted for dating, you're getting ghosted for a guy to watch your dog.
Yeah.
Which one are you more disappointed about?
That was going to be my question.
I mean, I'm kind of disappointed about the date.
All right. Well, we're going to find out what's going on. Maybe it's just he's been busy
I
or
could always
something.
find another sitter.
Grayson is on with us right now. Grayson, you there?
Yeah.
Hey, Grayson, say hi to Riley.
Hi.
Hi, Grayson.
Grayson, is it just that some things have been kind of busy for you, or are you purposely not giving Riley a call?
No, I've just been busy with other clients.
Okay, so nothing that
Nothing specific that you weren't really feeling with her on your dates?
I mean, not really. I just do this for a lot of different people, and they get booked up pretty frequently.
But you're not dating all the people that you're dog sitting for, right? Or are you?
No, I'm definitely not.
Are you interested in Riley? Are you like thinking the same thing that Riley has been thinking, that she enjoys being with you? First off, let me have Riley ask that. Riley, what do you want to ask of Grayson?
I thought that the date went really well. It felt like we had known each other such a long time. I don't even know what went wrong.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened after. Nothing bad happened after the date, so I don't know why you haven't texted or called me.
Well, I do think the date went well, but then the next time I came over to watch your dog, I kind of felt like you were watching me through the pet camera, and it was making me kind of uncomfortable.
Wait.
Well, that's just because.
How do you know that?
Well, the next time I went over, the camera light kept turning on, her pet camera, and it felt like you were kind of watching me on it.
Well, I'm not necessarily watching you. I'm checking up on Macy.
I mean, the last day I was there before you came home, you started talking to me through the camera. So I definitely know you were watching me on that.
Wait, what were you saying through the camera?
I was just saying, hey, it's good to see you. I thought it was cute. I thought it was flirty. I don't know. I didn't think it was creepy when I did it. I thought that we had a connection and it wasn't weird.
So, Grayson, you're taking that she was spying on you, which honestly, I have no problem with that. I mean, if people have a babysitter or a pet sitter or something like that, I think it's okay to be looking at that. That's why you have those things, right? To check on what's going on at the house. But you thought that she was doing this, and you thought it was creepy that she was then talking to you through it. Why is that so bad?
I just felt really uncomfortable. I felt like she was watching me the whole time. It wasn't just a casual, checking in on her dog. Mm-hmm. And I feel like if you're going to hire a professional for this, you can trust them. And I didn't feel like I need to be monitored the full time. And especially since we went on the date, it just made me pretty uncomfortable.
See, I think it's kind of cute that she's checking in on you or looking at you and stuff like that.
Think so?
I thought we had chemistry. I thought
these are the things that if he were interested in her,
It'd
it would be cute.
Oh, good point.
Yeah. But because he is very clearly not, it's creepy and not fine.
Is Shannon right in saying that, Grayson?
Yeah, I mean, it really was just freaking me out and definitely turned me off any possibility.
Are you not interested in her?
It
No,
wasn't
at this
really
point,
this.
definitely not.
Yeah.
Because there's twofold here. One is you have that camera, and if you were going on Rover or whatever that thing is it called Rover? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're going on Rover and you got somebody watching your dog, you got that camera there, I'd be checking to make sure that they're not also stealing crap out of my house. You know what I mean? But she's looking at it from the aspect of, I really like this guy. I'm looking at it. And like Shannon just said, she's absolutely right in saying that if you were interested in that, you'd be talking to her and say, hold on, I'll just call you on the phone. But
or he might flirt back.
Yeah.
But nah.
Do a little tease for the camera.
Exactly. Watch this.
Hey, quick question for you, Grayson, because you guys obviously had a connection to at least get a date. How many people do you watch pets for that you end up going out on dates with?
This was honestly like the first time it's happened.
So it's
I usually dog sit for older families or like older couples.
All right, so it's never happened before because I'm thinking to myself, this is a new way to find somebody. This is like get off Hinge and get.
But it would
on
be
Rover.
such a meet cute if it worked out,
Yeah.
right? Like you hire a dog sitter and you fall in love with them, and I mean that is a damn romantic comedy if I've ever heard of
Yeah.
one. That of course I would go see. But
I'm going to ask babysitters this question because it's probably more frequent than that. Do you get offended if the parents are watching through like cameras and stuff you while you're babysitting? Why? What was the offer?
Because I totally understand both sides. I totally understand as a parent you wanting to check in and make sure everything's okay, but I do find it super creepy.
To me, that's what we were talking just a little bit ago about looking at homes that have cameras and things like that in it. But I think that's the point of having them. But
we had one.
Watching them for your kids, right?
Yeah, when the kids were babies, we had one.
Would you tell them that you're going to look at it?
Well, it was very obvious where it was.
Okay.
Like you didn't even have to know that.
You'd
we
see the
had
light
one.
come on or something.
Do you have to tell your babysitter that? Like, oh, by
Well,
the
that's what I'm
way,
saying.
we're
It
gonna
wasn't
be watching.
hidden. Like she knew that it was there. And very truly, it wasn't just for that reason. It wasn't just because we had a nanny that was in the house. It was for security as well. 'Cause it was the only way that we could see like this whole part of the house. But
Let me give the number out real
It
quick.
wasn't like I was sitting there on it the whole time that she was in the house by any means.
844-665-6548. 844-665-6548. 844 Mojo Live. Hey, what's going on? Mojo in the morning. Hello. I lost you there. What's up, Mojo in the morning? Hello. Hi there. What's going on?
Morning.
Are you? Oh, there you are. How you doing, Shay?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. What's going on?
Not much. Not much.
What do you think?
Well, I think that, honestly, I think that when you're working for that kind of a company, you need to expect that you're on camera. We're on camera all the time. It's the world we live in. And do I think she's weird? Absolutely not. Honestly, I think he might have just been looking for a free lunch. I think he might have been looking for a free lunch. I mean, it's just, and it's not professional. If he wasn't interested, then he shouldn't have gone out with her at all. It's just not professional.
See, I don't know necessarily if he's looking for a free lunch or maybe you're going, oh, I'm kind of attracted to her, but then you meet somebody and you're like, you know what? I just don't think that we have anything interesting. Yeah.
That's okay.
That's really interesting.
But just
though,
say
that
it.
We're all on camera all the time, and we don't think of it as weird at our job. So why would it be weird there? That's an interesting perspective.
Kaylee, what's up?
Hi, I totally agree with watching on the camera and everything.
Yeah, so there's nothing he can be upset about him being.
No, I mean, I think if you're in a house where there's cameras present, like you should be expected to be watched, like almost like, oh yeah, they're definitely watching me.
But should that person who's watching you start talking to you and flirting with you?
I guess like if they had the previous date, I do think it's like a kind of a cute thing. I don't think she meant anything harmful by it. I think it was like flirty and cute.
Yeah. I mean, I think that he's just not interested in her. Unfortunately, now it's probably going to cost her a pet sitter and him a job. What's up? Debbie, we turn your radio down. I don't want to confuse you when you start talking and hear yourself back. How are you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, what's happening?
I just feel like that if you're worried about being on camera, then you have something to hide. Because we're on camera everywhere we go.
I feel like this is a more intimate setting than like walking down the street and being on an ATM camera. You know what I mean? Like it's a little bit more judgy. You know somebody's watching you to critique what you're doing versus just existing in the world. So I do get that aspect of it. And I'm personally looking at this like a babysitter, right? And nanny cams.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel like I would do anything inappropriate, but I feel if you're watching me with your kids, you're going to scrutinize everything to a point where it's going to be wrong no matter what.
Let's just look at it from the.
Wouldn't you just assume that you're on camera, though, if you're in someone's house?
And she's got a
Like, it's not
dog
your own
camera there.
house.
Yeah. Let's look at it from what your aspect is or your thought is, just to make this more an interesting second date update because it's really not that interesting right now. Let's think that maybe he does weird things. Let's ask him that question. Grayson, do you do weird things in people's homes when you're watching their pets that you just don't like to get noticed?
I can promise you I'm not doing anything weird.
You're not doing the whole peanut butter thing?
Lord Jesus.
No, definitely not.
Apple pies at all, or American pie?
No.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Olivia, hi. What's happening?
That is a loud blinker.
Right
Olivia.
turn or left turn? What do you think? Right turn or left turn?
Left turn.
I'm going right.
Left turn? Right turn? What is it? Olivia, right turn or left turn?
I'm turning right.
Hey, Olivia, your thoughts?
I think it's just awkward when people are watching you. I babysit a lot. So when the parents are watching me through the cameras, it just makes me feel like I'm doing something wrong, even though I know I'm not.
Are they watching? Like, are they actively watching you, or they just have cameras?
They just have cameras. It
Okay.
just makes me feel awkward.
No, I get it.
Yeah, but they're making sure their kid's not getting any. You know, I
Yeah, no.
I mean, as a parent, to just like those are your most precious
I know.
things.
Yeah, but I'd be scared to like pick a wedgie. You know what I mean? Like,
but I mean, maybe there are, but no parent is sitting there watching you the entire 2 hours. They're out, thankfully, not thinking about their children, probably doing something, fun or at work or busy.
I was watching not for the babysitter. I was watching for my kid to make sure my kid wasn't abusive to the babysitter. Making sure that the kid wasn't a pain in the ass.
Unrelated but related. When I used to work at Subway, they used to have the people who owned it used to have cameras in the Subway. And I remember one time in particular, they called in and told somebody that they put too many olives on that sandwich.
Really?
Swear to you, they were sitting there watching.
The Subway franchisee?
Yes. Down there in Harbortown. I don't know if they still run the place, but it was a husband